Except there is a bit of a problem, but
Unknown problem.
unknown problem as we have the notification, so we are definitely live.
You should change the name to Unknown PRO.
No, because that just says unknown pro.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be true. Unknown noob.
Or just problem.
I'm expecting a 111 poll, I think.
I think I was reading what they were saying. I think maybe we could get a high .12, a low 13.
What? You think? I very much doubt that, but...
Well, someone said that's what they did. I know it's time trial, but someone said that's what they did, so...
I saw someone saying that they'd been 13.8 in time trial.
Yeah, I know there was someone who was thinking, oh my god, I'm like 3 seconds off of you.
I think F2 poll will be a low 13 high time.
You think? What, do you reckon we should go 14-15s?
Yeah, low 14, probably.
It depends. Apparently, I'm not really sure how big the skill gap is between F4 and 5, but they were saying that apparently the guy who was dominating F5 went up and struggled to score points in F4. So...
How intriguing.
Yeah.
F4 isn't bad. F4 is actually quite fast.
Yeah, I mean...
See, that was just rude.
Yeah, it was a bit rude, wasn't it? Just seeing if we can get some individuals into the stream.
Why do they have to be individuals? Why can't they be couples?
Why? They only give us one view if they're a couple, right? So they can get on separate devices and watch separately. Yeah.
Don't be lazy, you lot.
Give us the views. We need them. This is a privilege.
Well, we don't need them. Witinho needs them.
Yeah, true. You have the privilege of F5 being commentated by the legendary duo of F3.
You do.
You need to give that a bit of views, you know.
And the commentators of the best F2 race ever.
No.
No,
oh yeah, no,
Japan.
Japan. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Japan, yeah, 100%. Mate, wait until we have to commentate and race in F1 at the same time. We're just that good.
That would be fun.
That would not be fun.
Yo guys, says Don Vanderberg.
Mate,
no, not Vanderberg, just Vanberg. I just assume whenever I see Van, it's got dirt.
Oh,
that sounds racist.
That is racist. Well, it looks sunny, so I don't think it's gonna rain.
Really?
Well, you never know. We could have some blind viewers. Well, they're not really viewers, then, are they? But
no, they're like.
hopefully, this guy that just joined knows how to select the car. It'd be quite unfortunate if he missed us.
Viewers, they're seers. No, they're not even seers. They're just. It's basically a radio show.
Attendees.
Radio with your own.
Oh my god, we should do that. I'm gonna message Ratinho. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Ronan because his whole name's a bit long. But
Ronanosaurus. Nah, I'm going all the way.
He just downshifted 3 times for turn 4. What?
It is his outlap.
Yeah, but 3.
Yeah, mate. All that extra rotation. What are you on about?
Mate, with your setup, you need the extra rotation.
My setup is fine.
Oh, he's gone for the Valtteri Bottas lawn mowing techniques.
Who's that Williams?
I don't know.
It's Coatsy, letting some cars through.
Ah, I see on the minimap now. But we have...
I will never get used to taking for a Nanosaurus, that's a great move.
We have Ronan starting his first flying lap of the session. Not sure about not travelling in a straight line on a straight though. Or about his gear choice really, but...
Yeah, but he uses automatic, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But he's trying to find a clean part of the track, you know, the least bumping.
To be fair, I would not even be surprised if that was a thing at this track, honestly.
It is in real life.
Yeah, but in real life they just take a straight line anyway, just because, you know, the suspensions on these cars are insane. Just watching this lap here, it's a little bit scruffy, but overall it's not bad.
I didn't realise automatic gears wrecked the car or something.
It does, yeah. It really...
the opposite.
No, so basically, it picks what is technically the optimal time to shift in terms of revs and, you know, like how you lose revs and stuff. But obviously in the game there's the weird mechanic where being on low revs includes your traction, doesn't it? So...
Rastorivo.
There's a 17.1 for the first lap.
DG, he's also gone spinning.
A 16.9 from Panda. Just going to see who's next across the line. I think it's going to be Rick. No, it'll be his teammate Backer. With the next one's across the line. It's going to be a 15.9 from Backer. So that's a...
Is his name not Baker?
No, it's Backer and Stevie with a 15.4 there. So going half a second quicker already. No, if it was...
That is a huge margin. Although, actually, I say that, I didn't realise that. I'm not calling him Backer. I refuse to believe that's his name.
No, it's got 2 Ks, it's Backer, trust me.
No, it's Baker, I'm gonna say Baker, I'm gonna ignore you.
He's Dutch.
What does that have anything to do with it? You have Dutch bakeries.
They're not called bakers, are they?
No, they're called drug dealers, I'm sorry.
Oh dear, this is the mood you're in today, is it? Just having a look, I think the next drive to cross the line will be the McLaren of Hayden. It will be, so let's just see what he's doing. He's gone a 1 minute .9 something, and he's actually just going to abandon his lap and go into the pits. And looking at his lap time, I can see why. As Kavak, he's just retired. What?
Oops. Oh, he's going to last question mark, apparently. As always, Rick goes third with a purple last sector.
And Rick, with a 16.0, puts himself in third place. You know, they were talking in the chat before how the last few races they've had a different winner every race since the Righty Boy got moved up. And how it's always been really competitive and close. I'm gonna be honest. In this qualifying session, it's not really being reflected so far.
Well, it's actually, I mean, it's not that far away.
Well, first and second is.
Yeah. But second is also on mediums.
Oh, is he? Oh dear, if he's on medium. No, is he... Wait, is that his best times on mediums, or...?
Yeah, that's his best time on medium.
Jesus. That's a great lap for mediums. Well... You've got to imagine, right?
Aldino about to start his lap on mediums now.
This will be interesting. A bit more. I think we've seen more strategy here in an F5 race than we're used to seeing in the F1 race.
Yeah, because they're less boring.
They are. Well, although to be fair, when we've always done the alternate strategy, it's usually worked out quite nicely for us.
Or we died, one of the two.
Well, yeah, I think it worked well for you in Hungary and I died, and it worked well for me in Spain and you died.
Yeah.
So, you know, take our chances, 50-50. You
All
know,
invalidation.
it's unlucky there. It's got to be one of the worst corners from validations on the entire game, honestly. The McLaren doesn't really know
Actually,
what he
don't
wants to
invalidate
do.
that much. The place I normally invalidate is either the exit of turn 11. Well, actually, the exit of turn 5 sometimes does struggle with traction and then just understeer.
Yeah, I can see that. I personally struggle with turn 4 a bit more than I struggle with turn 11. I've never really had a huge issue with turn 5, at least in a race or like proper.
I'm not in a race, I just mean.
Yeah, like or in maybe a proper quali run, not so much either, as Maverick retires in the pit lane. So not sure what he's up to there. We actually have. Oh, that was very close to invalidation there already at the exit of turn 1 from Rasta, and I think he's quite lucky to still have a valid lap, to be honest. So let's see what he can do with it on mediums in the Renault. There is a lot of soft times up there, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
Currently 10 drivers setting, well, 9 drivers setting their first laps on the soft tyre. Got to imagine that some of them maybe could improve on the medium set if they want to, but I'm not sure about all of them. I think Stevie would struggle to. He's probably locked into softs already in this session. There's a huge crash in the background, and it's Panda. He's just gone massively off the track and then ended his session in that wall on the exit, and that is.
Did he not get the message that he was in danger?
Oh dear. As Rasta crosses the line and just beats his teammate with 1:17.0 on the medium tyre, of course, so that's compound harder than his teammate has, and he's gone a 10th quicker. And that was Hayden. Hayden going up to P2 with a 15.6 on the soft tyres.
Aldinho goes 6 on the mediums.
As Hayden has left the session. Cool.
You know what? He was like, that's me done. That's the best lap I can do.
He did a Leclerc from,
Yeah.
what's it? Sakir.
Well, that's annoying. I was like, oh, I'm going to be smart because I don't have him as a friend and I'll try and invite him by pressing triangle on his name in the race directing. But when someone leaves, you can't do that.
No, which is the oddest thing.
Yeah.
You would have thought that's exactly when you did need it, right? Ah, he's back. Cool, he's back. Let's see who else is on a flyer, I think. The person furthest ahead. Yeah, I'm just looking for who's furthest ahead on their flyer at the moment. I think it actually is Aldino. He's coming through the final sector now. I don't think he's on a flyer looking at that delta. It might just be a glitch, but no, he's coming into the pits. So after that, it's Hennep. There are some names in here, aren't there? Hennep,
Kavak had a quali ban.
Oh yeah. I think I remember Miyaki talking about that actually. But Hennep looking like he's getting held up a little bit by the traffic, so hopefully his lap doesn't suffer too much because of it. That would be sad to see.
And Houseman has said subscribe to Houseman11 and unsubscribe from Caver now.
No, don't do that. Wait, where's he saying this? I can't. Is the chat not updating for me?
No, it was glitched for me, but now it's fixed.
Oh, that's annoying. It's not fixing itself, as Hennep actually goes on provisional pole with a 15.3 here. So, very nice lap from the Haas driver, but he has locked himself onto that soft tyre strategy, really. I think Bakker here has got a really good shot. Starting on that alternate strategy, he's still only 4th place at the moment. So that's well inside of what you'd hope for, trying to start on the mediums, right?
If his name is Baker, you can never make fun of JJ Dog for saying Axe's name wrong ever again.
I don't know, it would be a lot more understandable than calling him Aches, what was it you called him? Aiska? Or something like that?
Acer.
Like the computers. As Alfie coming towards the end of his lap. Just coming through the final corner. To see crosses the line, runs out of ERS, but it's the 15-0 there from Alfie. So he's already about 3/10 up on Hennep there, and provisional pole. It's going to be a difficult time to beat looking at the gaps, but maybe there's a bit of track warming up and a bit of evolution going on that we're not quite aware.
Houseman, it's began, not begun. The revolution has begun means like it's gone away.
Mate. Oh dear. I think you should have just left it and let him say that. As everyone's coming into the pits now, so we've got to wait for them all to get themselves sorted and go for their laps. Jordan on an out lap here, so he'll probably be the first man to complete his final run. Well, I say man, the first person. Jordan can be a woman too.
Baker is on the track on a set of socks.
That is a shame, because he's in a really good place if he's starting on those
yeah.
mediums. He really should reconsider that choice.
Doing is
Baiting
just going
some
out
people.
on the softs. May not complete his lap, we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, hopefully we have Jordan starting his final flying lap now. Or what you'd imagine would be the final flying lap, right?
Houseman said he typed it right, but his autocorrect changed it to Dutch.
Oh, the Dutch keyboard. Oh dear. A 19.3 to beat here for Jordan then is half a second up in the first sector, so it's looking quite promising so far. Speaking of Ferrari, I still can't believe you don't like the Ferrari livery.
I don't. It looks like a soggy digestive.
No, come on. Like, I get not liking the gradient because it's so sudden, but I don't get not liking the entire livery.
No, I think it ruins it for me. It's like Santa's sleigh got soggy in the back, and that does sound like Santa's been a naughty boy.
You're just a Mercedes fanboy.
I'm not actually. I actually really didn't like the Mercedes livery, but after seeing the pictures of it in Bahrain, I actually like it. Like the car.
Did you see how wide that was from Jordan through the final corner?
No, I'm watching Baker's up.
Oh, Jordan just missed the last corner, kinda. Let's have a look. He's definitely fast, isn't he, Baker? But I get the feeling that he's probably not gonna start on a set of mediums.
Yeah, hopefully not. He is.
He's going to complete the lap. He's going to complete it. He's going to ruin his strategy just right there. Oh wow. He is on pole though. For the 14.6, right. That's going to be a very difficult time to beat, but...
Houseman says, pronounce it as fast as possible.
Is it the
poets, de post-coets, met-coets, poets. That was like the biggest tongue twister in the world.
I thought he was going to make you say the ten Stelling thing.
Nah, I had to do that in Australia with tubes.
Oh dear.
He said I did a good job. As did Sunset.
The Dutch. I don't know what's going on with the Dutch language, but it's not. It's not. Coming across the line now, Hennep moves up to 4th with a 15.0. Good improvement there from Hennep. Caden is 2nd with a 14.9. Stevie's invalidated his lap. Yeah, Aldino is also on a set of soft tyres right now. As I say, even starting in 8th on that medium tyre is a very good place to be.
But Hope C is a couple of tenths up.
Let's have a look. coming through
It
turn
is
11
coming.
now, so down towards turn
Oh,
12 there.
he's lost
He's
tenths.
lost it, he's lost it. Well, he does have another sector to make it back up, so let's see how he gets through these final couple of corners.
Well, how are you supposed to pronounce it, Houseman? Like, write it in English, how I should pronounce it.
He's 10th and a bit up, but it's not improved his position there, Coatsy. So, missing out is Alfie with the... You've got to imagine that's going to be pole, right? With a 14.6, 600s ahead of Backer. Yeah, but Backer's in the pits.
Rick's not on a lap.
Rick is not on a lap, he's on an in lap, so...
Devious, though, actually I don't know, he started a lap with 10% ERS. But he is pushing.
I don't know, he might have just finished a lap.
He's still pushing, though.
I don't know how fast
he's 1.5 tenths up.
Oh, okay. He's invalidated, yeah. And Rasta moves up into 7th.
Oh no, Aldinho, stay on the mediums, my man! No!
Oh, as we've had a Mercedes spin at turn 5 there. I think it was Stevie, yeah, it was Stevie in the wall. The inside of turn 5, so it's not gone well for him at all.
What on earth is that? Ping and pong, steeled and ping pong, ping pong, the ping pong ball, now ping and pong, ping pong, the ping pong ball, now ping.
It sounds like a Londoner trying to talk about ping pong. They can't quite get it out. Now here's Aldinho coming across the line. He moves his way up into 5th place, but sacrifices that OP medium strategy. So, I was so hoping that we'd get to see someone there.
So what did you do to her last night? A ping pong and split and ping pong.
This is when I swear that they're either having you on or you just said something extremely bad. I'm gonna be honest, right?
Left.
The F4 stream is coming up right at the top of the Euro channel, but ours isn't even coming up in like the main thing. But I had to scroll to find the stream of. I like got rid of because the obviously the chat was glitched for me, so I had to go look elsewhere. And when I went to find it again, I couldn't. But that's the end of the session. So we have Alfie here on pole in the Alfa Romeo, about 600ths quicker than Backer there for P2. But already P3 3/10ths back, and 3.5 tenths back to P4. What is that? He's Maltese or Maltese? He's a Maltese.
He's a Maltesers.
That could be racist. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh come on, that's not racist. Well, it would be racist if they were like not white. But...
yeah, and you do know where Malta is, right?
Yeah, isn't it like it's like in the it's like near Greece and
yeah, it like borders Africa.
No, it doesn't.
It does. Well, Greece is as close as I think you can get to bordering Africa. I guess Turkey, but Turkey's Asia.
Turkey, first of all, Turkey isn't Asia.
Well, half of it's European. Half of Turkey's Europe.
Second of all, Greece is nowhere near Africa. There's an entire... That's like saying Italy is close to Africa.
Well, it is.
Like yeah, you said it borders.
Oh, whatever. You know what I meant. It's actually looking quite dark here in the race, so maybe some... Well, I know you're not a big fan of rain in the race as it is. But...
I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
I know you're not a big fan of wet weather racing, but the last time we commentated Hungary, we had a bit of a wet race too, and it was
that was a mess.
Well, so was our commentary, but we won't talk about that.
Nah, it was perfect. Just some snowflake.
Martino, it is here. No, I was looking on the channel, not on the Discord. De cat crapt de Krulen van de Trap. That doesn't sound like I said anything good, if I'm being honest.
I told you to say crap.
I know. Well, it has a T on the end, but
The cat crapped. Oh no! I've gone wrong.
this man's going. I couldn't agree more, house lad. Swear down, mate. Yeah, I think that's the reaction you got to have. And oh dear, I've just spotted JL Pringles and Kavak outside of the top 10 on the soft tyre.
Yeah, that is not the one.
Yeah.
Panda could be on for our madness here if he does hard medium.
Yeah, Panda is my favourite to win this race at the moment.
No, I still think it's got to be Alpine.
Yeah, probably.
On pole with like 9 soft runners behind him.
Also, Maverick there on the hards. We also have Ronan, DG3, and Jordan on the medium tyres. I really think
Can I just pronounce his first 4 letters of his name? Rona.
Wow, it's almost like that joke's a year old now.
It's actually like just over a year old, but
Well, yeah. Well, the joke that got played on the entire population of the world was nearly a year old. It was in about 10 days' time, but that will become about a year old. But
everyone
gotta
agrees with that.
say, the gaps here for a moment, we're looking a little bit larger than 10 car lengths.
Houseman, how many times do I have to remind you that apostrophes exist? No. You did it, but now what you corrected it to just means there's multiple breads.
It's just multiple breads.
And no one wants that. That was like the other day in Euro.
Oh no, that was not a good time. But grid finally forming up. Actually, it might be one of the shortest formation laps I've ever witnessed, but I always forget that actually Hungary's such a short lap.
It is.
You would never think that Hungary's a shorter lap than Monza, right? But it is. But enough of that. Hopefully the game gives me a good camera angle to see the start from. Looks like that one's a no from me, Chief. As we have 5 red lights, and we are underway very short.
Start from Baker.
Yeah, but why is it glitched? Baker already alongside here into turn 1. It's always a bit of a race point in the grass.
And that's
a huge...
What a dive!
What a dive! He's actually made it!
No.
And someone who hasn't quite made it is Aldino. He's dropped down the order a bit.
There's a McLaren down his inside Hayden.
As Panda has spun at the back, I think.
There's a safety car.
Yeah. Oh, we have a car that's just... What even happened? There's not even any cars out.
That is unfortunate. 5 seconds under the safety car.
I can see why you left. I think that's Panda, but I think it's only wing damage. There's no car retired, but come on, this game, man. Honestly, the safety car logic makes no sense. The game's leaderboard's permanently glitched.
Why was there a safety car? I've seen cars in the middle of the racing line and the game's gone mad.
At this track, at turn 3. Yeah, Panda is missing an M plate.
Oh no, we need to bring the safety car out, boys.
Oh, okay. Ronan's losing a bit more than an M plate here, but...
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Kavak also with no right part of his wing at all. Like, it's just gone. He just has...
Pringle's missing a driver. I am joking on. Part to the end might be that no, it isn't the shout. I remember. It's not the shout.
Oh well, Coutinho's saying that Bakker, Aldino and Maverick are all able to take the lead of the F5 Championship in this race, I'd imagine away from Wiggly, right? Oh yeah, righty, wrong.
I was like, Wiggly was in F5? Jesus!
Wrong W.
Well, I'll tell you what, those mechanics have nice helmets.
What?
I meant what I said.
Which mechanics?
All of them. The AlphaTauri ones.
I've never seen the AlphaTauri mechanics, if I'm being honest. Oh, but
You
when
did an entire season in midweek ERO in them.
The thing is, you can say that, but I'm not allowed to acknowledge that you said it.
Coutinho, do you approve of me?
Well, he wouldn't not approve of you. You're an admin.
I tell you what. I'm interested to see if the hard runners try to take it to the end.
Yeah, it's gonna be close, isn't it?
It is possible, if we're remembering from midweek ERO.
But it's not exactly fast, and it's not exactly easy.
Yeah.
I mean, Maverick in a good place, if it does work. You got to imagine that the top 5 have really just had their strategies ruined. Because what, they're going to pit in like 5-6 laps time?
Yeah, it's normally around that point.
Yeah, so... that's... yeah, it's not going to be good for them. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to pull enough of a gap, especially at a track like this, to have much of a chance. They're definitely going to be in the traffic when they come out of the pits. Bearing in mind that Ronan has actually pitted for the soft tyre under the safety car. But all the drivers... Well, I think Maverick actually, I say that, but I think he started on the hards, didn't he? So he does have to pit.
Yeah, he did.
So Maverick and Jordan also need to pit, but it's not as bad for those guys. Because they have a bit longer until they need to pit. But these guys in the top 5, they've got a big task on their hand, and they're going to have to do a lot of fighting if they want to come back to the front of this race. I think if you're on the softs, it's even... You just got to ditch them for the hards, lap 1 safety car, right? Because if you don't, you're screwed. But if you do...
If I'm honest, I would probably pit for mediums and do medium.
Yeah, or that. That's another good shout. A bit like you would at Baku. Or, what's the other track where you normally do that at?
Well, actually, I was going to take the horse to the end, but then the game said no one put out another safety car.
Yeah. Well, I mean, could be worse. The safety car's in this lap, so not a very long safety car, fortunately. Could be worse. It could be Mexico.
Is that anything to do with, like...
we have another incident at the back. I think it's Panda again. I saw some wing.
Got a 5-second under the safety car. So
yeah, Panda's got no front wing again. Either that or he didn't replace his original one. No, he's straight back into the pits. That is
he's so late.
Bullshit. Yeah, he's done a Valtteri Bottas there, and what it's done. What?
What was that? I don't know if I caught what you said there.
He's done a Valtteri Bottas there. Oh, and we actually have Aldino looking to the inside of turn 2 on Rick now. Not quite going to work out from there. He comes under pressure from the Alfa Romeos, both of them. In fact, as we have a driver off the back of the track.
I saw bad things were about that.
Oh, and turn 4 we have Hayden round the outside of turn 4 on Rasta, but he's going to have to give that one back. He's completed the move off the track, and now he's had the oversteer, and he's gone way off the track, and he's taken the Williams with him. He took the Williams with him a bit.
Front wing to rear wheel contact, and it went all went.
Oh no! Look at that into the chicane. They're all trying to go.
He has murdered his teammate.
Yeah, I think I saw 4 cars trying to share the same bit of sausage curb. Yeah, I don't think that's the racing line, if I'm going to be honest. As Ronan 5 seconds for corner cutting and gaining a position. What?
Why did he give it back?
He must have got another one at the chicane or something. He must have cut the chicane.
Oh, I almost feel like it. I didn't see it, but I would have thought that might have been able to get removed because of what was going on at the chicane.
Yeah, but he's going to have to pit again, so it doesn't matter. He's going to have to serve it.
Oh, yeah, that is a shame.
And we have Rasta being overtaken for 8th place by Jordan. Jordan trying around the outside, a bit of contact there. Rasta able to get the better momentum on the inside there. DRS not enabled yet, so there's not going to be much of a chance into turn 2. Not that there's a huge chance with DRS enabled anyway, but I'm going to be honest. Why is that DRS zone even there? Hello, Carsten.
Good afternoon. Or evening, whatever one.
3 seconds for Caprice, or... yeah, Caprice. I'll call him like
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say.
You're on Sweet Thing. That sounds weird.
I do. I haven't had a Capri Sun in so long, man. Just looking at the gaps here, I think the best gap we've got... Do you want to finish that?
No.
Okay. We have JL Pringles right on the back of Jordan. It's Kavak in the turn 4 death zone. As we have Coatsy. Yeah, he's just been passed by both of his teammates into the penultimate corner, I think. On the exit of the penultimate corner, he's just... I don't know if he lost traction or something, but he lost 2 places somehow.
Place to lose 2 places.
He didn't spin or anything, so I don't know. It's very odd. Gonna be honest. I'm not sure about the fact that a lot of these guys are taking so much curb at turn 1. It's not really the ideal choice. Fair enough. Just looking at some of these.
He might go for it. Oh no!
No, he's just. I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh come on!
No, don't.
Oh.
Please don't.
Oh, that's very wide from Alfie, if you want to think with Albania. Is it a funny race so far?
I would say it was funny.
Safety car, if you count that as funny.
Yeah, to be fair, the safety car was a complete joke. Honestly, there's so much stuff.
Stevie's in pits. Stevie's into the pits.
Yeah, it's lap 5. Well, I guess. What? How has he been on the tyres 5?
Out the penultimate corner, my man was snaking.
Yeah, he's lost his front wing, and he's gonna have to pit to repair that now. What I need to think, why is it lap 7 and these guys have done 5 laps on tyres?
Guys at the front have done 6.
Yeah, but when Alfie pitted, it said he had done 5. He's gone on to used mediums.
Because he hadn't crossed the line yet.
Ah, yeah. He's gone on to used mediums, so those mediums have gone on for 4 laps.
Jordan is going to be under huge pressure here.
Why is the game put? Hold on. Why is the game put him on used mediums when he will have a fresh set given for the race?
I don't know, but JL Pringle needs to stop having his overtake on for the entire lap.
DG, we have a spin at turn 5. He's got it back facing the right way and doesn't look like he's got any damage, but
JL Pringle, he's had his overtake on the entire lap.
Yeah, he's derating. I think he didn't realise. Yeah.
I saw him with his overtake on to be turn 4, I was like, that is risky. He's still got it on, no!
When you cross the line, it'll automatically be on, won't it?
Yeah. Maybe when he realises how much time he's losing on his phone.
Yeah, he just disabled it. So he thought he just enabled it, but he disabled it. So watch, if he presses it again into the corner. No, okay, so he's worked it out now. He's actually got a really good run here into a turn 2.
Nah.
As always, Rick passes Hennep for 2nd place through turn 3.
He nearly went into the back of him.
And always Rick cuts turn 4 for good measure after that turn 3 overtake. So we have yellows. It's Ronan again. He's done the same again at the penultimate corner. And it is not a race to remember for the Renault. You've got to imagine that's a cut at the pit entry. Oh. Oh no.
Alfie's going for it into the 3rd block corner, 1st corner, sector 3. Puts his nose in.
Just about got his nose in, but he's made the move work. So fair enough, and Ronan has retired, but it's off track, so...
McLaren is DNF. Panda.
Panda at turn 5.
But that's not a safety car.
What an odd...
A car has died, no safety car. Someone breaks his wing, safety car.
How's the car ended up there? That's not a natural place. I don't think there's a wall there, is there?
There is a wall.
What, right on the entry to turn 5?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, if you watch them, I don't know, if you have oversteer, you will go into a wall.
As Bakker comes out the pits and immediately gets mugged by a switchbacking car. Ronan's car getting a bit in the way there. Obviously it came back out the pits once he pressed retires. I don't get why that's a thing in this game. Why does it drive through the pits? It should be smart enough to go into the garage, surely. As having a little look through turn 5 there, Caprice. As Caprice had a bit of a moment, he has caught it. Coatsy 6th.
Yeah, he got him into the chicane.
Alfie up into 2nd now as he gets past Hennep. So he's made that stop and already passed some of those guys on the same strategy as him. So Rick now pits for what you've got to imagine will be the hard tyre.
Into the right-hander. Clean move.
Yeah, fair enough. Parked it on the exit and made his way up into P8.
There's Rick and Hennep now in the pit.
Oh, that's very wide there from JL Pringles. He's under pressure from Caprice now. As Caprice goes round the outside of the final corner, he's got the better run here as well.
And now Stevie's going for
we are to go 3 wide there.
Both.
And Stevie is going to move his way through on both of them because both of those cars are derating. Although Stevie's derating. Stevie's derating, so he ran out of steam towards the end of the straight and he didn't quite make the move on Caprice. And now we have Bakker. Bakker, yeah. Having a look on Jordan, doesn't do anything about it this time round. As Jordan gets 3 seconds for a corner cut. What an odd place to cut. If you're not doing it on purpose at least. As turn 5, no, he's going to go round the outside of turn 5 and he's done it. And he's going to lose another position there to Caprice. Oh, Stevie on the grass in the entry, and we have the other Ferrari, DG, has spun at turn 5. So turn 5 not looking like a...
Jordan nearly spun, that's why he got past, he was sideways.
Yeah, turn 5 not looking like a good place for Ferrari here on lap 10. And DG now coming under pressure from Hayden. In fact, I'm pretty sure Hayden's going to have him soon. And Stevie now with Jordan through the penultimate corner. He's trying around the outside in his Mercedes, but not able to get it to work. And that's the JL Pringles into the pits from his 7-lap-old hards. That's an odd choice, because he's got to make 2 stops from here to the end of the race. Whatever he chooses, so... I don't know, and that's very, very deep there from Jordan, so switchback is managed by Stevie there on the much fresher tyres. And yeah, I don't think Jordan's going to be able to do anything about that. As always, Rick nearly runs into the back of Jordan and has to take avoidant action there into turn 2. And now he's all over the back of the Ferrari driver. So it looks like Jordan just starting to struggle a bit on those 10-lap-old mediums.
Rick nearly said, oh my god, Rick.
Well, there's a touch, and Coatsy is spun at turn 5. He's hit the wall on the inside as well. And now he's rejoined the track right into the path of like 4 cars. He does have damage to his end plate. Yeah.
He doesn't have either end plate, if I can see correctly.
No, he doesn't. And that's going to ruin his strategy as well. As we actually have Hennep and Aldino going wheel to wheel through the middle sector. It's not normal for you to see that, but Hennep looking for a move now into the final sector, well, the first corner of the final sector. It doesn't quite open up from there with some good defensive driving there from Aldino as Panda finally leaves the session. Always Rick is going to have a good run on Jordan as well. Jordan running very wide and nearly coming back into the path of Rick as he comes back onto the track, derating there from Jordan, so going to be a fairly easy DRS move into turn 1 by Rick, and not much Jordan can do about it, but Rick has gone very, very deep into turn 1, outbraked himself a massive amount, and that could be the opening that Jordan needs. No. ERS. Rick has
Inside of
Rick
the
has
middle.
90% ERS and Jordan had none. Oh, both cars here derating.
He's sticking it down the inside. Oh my god, that's
Oh,
close.
that looks like contact a bit there.
I don't know how, but there actually wasn't any contact.
Really? That's crazy. It was very, very deep there from the Ferrari driver. He did brake a little late, you've got to say, but luckily no major collision
Less
there.
praising Hennep nearly went into the back of Jordan and he's had to pull out, and now Aldini's gonna.
Yeah, gonna try around to the outside, switches to the inside for the next corner, back to the outside. He's gonna keep it in there. He's gonna be the outside for the next corner. Hennep with the inside, he's gonna have to brake earlier, so better momentum for Aldino around the outside, and it's gonna be the inside for the next corner. He's got the move, but he's gonna try a switch back. He's going deep. He's going to be the inside for the final corner, but he's actually just conceded the position there, so...
What on earth is all this about? I've been hearing mad things about the full racing in F5 and all of that. I was so far, I've not really seen anything like that.
So, that was a bit of a late defensive move there from Hennep, but...
So far, the racing in F5 has been the best I've seen.
Yeah, probably. No one's killed anyone yet. Well, we had the collision between the Williamses at the chicane, but I mean that's not major compared to what we normally get. Coutinho with his peaceful reminder to hit the like button.
Except it's not peaceful, because if you don't, he will turn outside your house with a baguette to put in areas you don't want a baguette to go.
Well, funny that you mentioned baguette, because he is a big fan of the Frenchman in ERO here, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Oh, that's very, very heavy braking by Jordan into the final corner of the middle sector. I thought that he was going to have Hennep run into the back of him. Nearly happens again. Jordan struggling a lot on those older medium tyres now. You've got to imagine he's going to pit fairly soon for the hards. Not this lap though.
TV, easy move. Caprice, it should be anyway, although maybe Caprice got something to say about that.
We're gonna have, the DRS at this track. I kind of wish that there was a detection point at the start of turn 1, so that you could switch back someone, you know. But oh well. Well, that's very wide there from Caprice. Caprice actually with a penalty, compared to the fact that Stevie doesn't have a penalty, and Caprice, if he keeps running wide like that, will find himself with a few more penalties, so he's got to watch that, because you can imagine, I guess with the gaps at the moment it's not a huge problem, but if there's a safety car or something later on, that could end up being very bad. Coutinho saying don't ignore him, as if I'm watching the chat instead of the race.
Aldino tried going down the inside of Jordan and he nearly got it done.
I think it's just going to be a close fight between these two actually, because Aldino on the better tyres with more ERS, but he's just not been able to find a solid way through yet, like Hennep did. Rick now passing the Williams. Actually, in fact, Caprice is into the pits for what will probably be his final stop of this race. Onto the hard tyre. It is. Putting on the hards now. So,
did anything happen to J.L. Pringle? Or...
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering, because I was thinking mediums when you're on hards on lap 13 he must have hit. It's not really a normal thing to do.
I think we've got the yellow flag glitch.
I don't have it.
There was just random yellows in the middle sector for me. Oh, and that's a push through turn 4 there. Jordan getting pushed by Hayden there. I'm pretty sure he was literally pushing him, in fact. So, but Aldino had got through at turn 1. In fact, I think, yeah, Hayden got damaged there with that contact, so he's gonna have to pit to repair that. It's quite a bit of damage by the looks of it. 2, they're still making contact through the middle sector here, so Hayden with that damage still seemingly slightly faster than Jordan, but he will most likely pit now anyway. 3 seconds for Caprice. I was talking about it earlier. It has now happened. He is got that second penalty. It's gonna hope that there's no safety car or anything, because that would be very bad for him at this point of the race. Just trying to think, gap's starting to spread out a bit here. We do have Caprice though on his fresh hards right behind DG, who's been on his hards for about 10 laps. 13 laps in fact, so that's around about half a stint, you'd imagine. Well, if you picked on lap 1 it's way more, but it's not quite half a stint, sorry.
Caprice had a really dangerous rejoining track there, and I believe he has damage to his right end plate.
Yeah, looks like it from his steering there. That is the one thing I have, he does have damage, yeah. That's the one thing I have noticed so far this race, is a lot of drivers missing their braking zones, going off track and not rejoining in the safest ways I think I've ever seen.
They'll probably think that DG just drove into him now, but he had every right to do that. Caprice was off the track, and DG just put his car on the edge of the track, and Caprice rejoined.
Yeah, when you drive off the track, of course, it is your prerogative on how you join back onto the track. So if there's an incident...
That's actually one of my favourite things to do. I love when someone goes off the track, I'll just put my car on the edge of the track so they can't rejoin.
Yeah, same, honestly, because I know that like you'll probably end up in an incident sometimes, especially with our luck, but just the satisfaction of someone going off the track like that and you just going there. And then if they do try and rejoin and hit you or something, they'll report you or whatever, and it'll just be like, nah, it's just not our fault though. And Caprice staying out with his damage then, so he obviously feels like he has decent enough pace even with the damage. And not looking like the greatest race at the moment for Williams in general, is it? That's a bit of a missed apex there for Caprice. Coming back towards the front now, actually, we have Bakker. P4 has caught up to Rasta on, well, hard tyres which are half the age, so you could probably see him getting past. He has about 20% more ERS as well, he has that DRS. You could see him getting past here fairly easily into turn 1, but we have to see, we've seen plenty of missed corners, but he does get it very nicely there, so sweeps around the outside back onto the podium for the Red Bull driver. He has about 4 seconds to the next car of Maverick, who's also on some very old hard tyres, and Alfie in the lead with some pretty old mediums there, so you would probably imagine that right now Bakker would be the fastest car on track.
Well, you'd probably expect Hayden, who was actually quite fast in quali. He's got fresh hards on.
Oh yeah, I didn't see him down the back there with those fresh hards. So yeah, the fastest relevant car on track. There's just watching that gap, 4 seconds at the moment. Just see how much it comes down. Come down a couple of tenths already this lap, but of course he did have that DRS stuff as JL Pringles makes a move for 10th place up into the points, and it happened at turn 3 there on Caprice, and he's now got DG next up in his sights, catching very quickly on the Ferrari driver who's got some... Yeah, DG with some pretty old hards and JL Pringles and some fresher mediums. I'm not really sure what happened there, but Caprice with a much better exit, pulling alongside out of the chicane, but JL Pringles managing to hold it off for now.
It's the only interesting thing happening on track.
It really is. Very rare to see Hungary be this boring in the dry, if I'm being honest.
At the start it wasn't actually that boring, it was quite interesting.
No, but I think the various incidents have happened and created a bigger than normal field spread. Look, you have like 22 seconds between DG in 9th and Aldino in 8th. That's... You have the half of the field that's crashed and the half that hasn't yet.
If I was Alfie, I would pit right now.
Yeah, same. He's got well, he's got about 16 laps to the end of the race. His tyres are about 16 laps old, so perfect timing to pit. And I think he is into the pits. It's almost like he can hear us. It's kind of creepy,
Maybe he
actually.
can, you never know. You never know, he might be watching the stream.
Maybe he can, maybe he is watching the stream, but he
He'll
does.
come out around 5th, maybe?
Yeah, which would be very nice for him, actually, with that fresher rubber, softer than all the guys around him, and JL Pringles with another mistake there through turn 5.
Yeah, he'll come out in 5th.
Yeah, Stevie's going to come through for 4th. And Rick's going to be close with Rick on exit. No, it's not. Rick.
I think for me, Alfie is the favourite to win this race.
Yeah, right now he's got to be what he's. Let's have a look. About 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's about 9.5 seconds off the lead with fresh mediums compared to the 19 lap old hards of Maverick. So you got to imagine he'll definitely give it a good go. Hello to Yagi-san, who's just joining us in the chat.
Hope you had fun in the random 5 lappers we were doing last month. Where I don't really know what was going on.
Let me guess, you drank too much. Whoa, what a surprise! Bread? Drinking? What? No way. Not this pure innocent boy.
Never.
There's a slightly different topic here. Bakker caught up to Maverick, so he will be looking now to make a move for the lead here on lap 21 of this race. He's going to be into turn 1, he's going to go to the inside. Maverick not really defending there. You've got to imagine that he's hoping for a better exit. He does get it, but he doesn't get the DRS because of the stupid DRS system here in Hungary. Please fix that F1. That's not even a Codemasters problem. That's an F1 problem. That's like, oh dear.
I kind of understand it though.
Yeah, I get it's I think it's based on the overall time gain around this lap. But
it's also done to make it so that if you overtake on one straight, you're not just going to get overtaken again.
Yeah, but I feel like even with the DRS, it would be difficult enough to overtake back into turn 2. That it would be fine to give the car behind DRS. As a DG pits there in the Ferrari, he's going to find himself probably come out in about 12th place, looking at the gap he has to his teammate. As Hayden moves his way up into the points now with a move on Coetzee. Out of turn 1, and Alfie already back up onto the podium with an outside move on Ruster through the it's weird to say that it's the 3rd last corner of the race, third last corner of the track, but it's the 1st corner of the final sector, because in Hungary the last sector is literally 3 corners, and Alfie with the fastest lap of the race there, 1:18.2. Not a bad race lap actually, that's a very decent race lap in all honesty. So an 18.2.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and he had Maverick 2.7 seconds up the road from him now. So chase is definitely on. Actually, looking at Maverick's tyre age, I'd be surprised if he doesn't catch him and soon.
I think Maverick's not in the session.
Oh no, that's DG. Who just exited the pits.
I got really confused there, I was like, hang on.
No, Maverick's in the white and red car, that's a red car.
With a bit of black on it.
It does have a bit, well, the real life version does. I think the one in the game mostly doesn't because of the Peggy 3 rating, Halo. Doesn't it? Oh yeah, Halo. Yeah, but the Halo's carbon, you can't really say like, oh they painted it black because they just didn't paint it. There's maybe a bit of team orders here as Alfie in that one lap has already caught his teammate Maverick. I can imagine Maverick's not going to fight that one too hard. Alfie putting in a 17.9. Not a bad lap at all, but what he has done is he's used all of his ERS to do it. And now he has 4 seconds. Back again, 4 seconds in like 2 laps on Maverick. Jesus Christ. But Alfie already starting to reel that gap in a bit, but he's going to have to try and save a bit of ERS while he does it, and as we know, Hungary is not an easy track to save ERS.
It is not, because if you use my time trial setup, You quite literally don't save any, and by that I mean you lose.
I don't get it, because I must be doing something different to you, as we have the Ferrari spun at turn 5. I think turn 5 versus Ferrari has got to be the biggest story of this race at the moment. But
if you use 7-11 wings, which is what is my time trial setup, basically you actually. I remember I did a practice race earlier in the week. I didn't use any ERS other than lap 1, and I think at lap 23 I was literally derating.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a yikes. Because I've never struggled with ERS as much as you have. And it must just be
I don't
braking.
normally. But it must also be if we use different setups.
No, I was using your setup.
I don't know.
Because we had it
I
last.
have to use different wings in the race.
Yeah, well, so did I. But in last season, I remember we were practicing together, and you were like, "Oh my god, I saved 0% ERS that lap." I was like, "What do you mean? I saved like 8%."
Yeah, but everyone else doesn't save me either.
I don't know what I'm doing then. Maybe I'm just that good. Maybe I'm just like not using the correct braking techniques.
Baker made a big mistake.
Yeah, I think he's actually got held up by traffic there. Yeah, he's got a car driving inside him, so that's gonna put him off a lot. Gonna lose time all the way, especially through the middle sector here. You see the gap down to about 2.5. Yeah, because I was thinking, obviously it's something to do with braking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm just not using the faster braking technique. Maybe I'm just not trail braking properly, and I'm like just slamming on the brakes. Oh, Baker spins! He spun out of the penultimate corner. That robs us of any kind of excitement, if I'm being honest.
It really does.
It's robbed us of a race for the lead. How could you do this?
It will be fun watching him come back through the field, though.
That was a very slow pit entry.
Speed!
He went into first gear and sat pretty much stationary as he crossed that white line. He's going to drop a long way down, isn't he? He's going to be behind Rasta.
Me when I was born.
Yikes. He's going to be ahead of Hayden, but I don't think that's much of an achievement looking at that gap. How is 9th place a minute behind 8th? How does that happen?
Oh no.
What?
Never mind. It's not something I can say on stream. Well, it
Oh,
is, but it is. But I'd offend
you
someone.
don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm going to search the Discord to see if I can find out what you
said.
said.
It has nothing to do with Discord.
Oh, okay. That is a shame. I would have liked to have known. Oh, Gil ranked up to level 4.
He has his 4th chromosome.
Do you know what he got the level up for saying?
What?
Never trust him. He says, Tam Tam went this Sunday, it's going to be rain at Hungary, trust me. And Gil just went, never trust him. Oh, apparently Tam Tam is faster than Gil at Assetto Corsa Competizione.
That's quite funny.
But Gil's response seems to shut that one down, actually. He goes, you don't want to confront me tonight, excuse? Says something that I don't know what it says, so I won't read it, and then goes, a joke, and puts the poo emoji. He said he will let him win. Tam Tam said he will let Gil win. That is funny. There's Kavak with 3 seconds. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Kavak's 3 seconds gonna really make a difference, but... Come on, someone do so. Oh, we actually have Stevie and Maverick. They're very close. Oh, that's a backmarker Ferrari in the way. Oh, apparently the F4 poles. Oh, but Maverick and Stevie both pit. Oh no! He nearly did a me in Abu Dhabi.
No, he's unstopped!
There is 8 laps left of this race, and he's gone. I guess softs would just make
I
it.
know, I understand that they make it, but
They're not exactly good.
they're so slow and bad and awful and horrific and painful.
Both
and
of them with
crying.
the softs. There's some yellows. It looks like it's just nothing important, to be honest. To be fair, I think my biggest confusion this race is going to be that sometimes drivers will just lose time coming out of a corner, and you won't see any visual oversteer, but they've lost a lot of time.
It's because of traction control.
No,
It just does
true.
it.
Yeah, true. It's been a long time since I've raced traction. Anyone with traction control, I think. Well, I know F2 in Season 3 would have had medium allowed, but it wasn't that noticeable. It was mostly just wheel users who didn't want to drive in the rain, used medium.
Cough, Tim, that's cough.
Cough Houseman, cough.
Houseman, you fraud!
Yeah.
I am disappointed.
Do you know, I remember I was talking to him in Belgium, or something like that. No, I was talking to him about Belgium, and he said, yeah, so it started raining, so I paused the game and turned medium traction control, spun and hit a wall and retired 3 corners later. That was
That sounds
great.
like Houseman in the wet, if I'm honest.
It does just sound like Houseman in the wet. It just sounds like Houseman.
He's dancing in the rain, or whatever song.
There's this singing in the rain.
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever watched that film.
Neither have I.
You know how people go on about it being like some kind of classic or something, it's just like, no, I don't think I've ever watched it. I think it was on once when I was at my cousin's or something. Well,
For me, a classic is on the ERO channel if you go to Season 4, the Italian Grand Prix F1.
I'd rather you didn't, if I'm being honest. I still can't get over Coutinho's reaction to that one. Because I think Coutinho's reaction was way bigger than my reaction was to that puncture.
It's even funnier when you realise I was given P2 yesterday in the event because someone got a puncture on 75%.
Two of the what's the team with like iron? 2 of their drivers had punctures on the penultimate lap.
I know.
2 of them did a me at Italy last season.
But I'm not even mad because I would have been fighting for the lead if Funky didn't just decide he's a mate, but I'm not going to let him past easily. I'm not going to like help him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make his life horribly hard just because I can and it's funny.
And you don't want to give up track position to an opposition team, right?
Not even joking, he literally said that to me. Like, he pretty much let the other guys through.
Really?
And me, he gave me line damage. He was pushing me off the track, putting his car in the middle of the track.
What a lad. Coutinho says he's...
That was the only reason I was so far back.
Someone said Hayden is driving amazing this race. I mean, yeah, up into P9. And catching back very quickly, actually. Pulling away from Gerald Pringles at a rapid rate. And Coutinho says, I'm checking it.
Checking what?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
HIV test?
Maybe knowing him. Well, actually knowing him, it's not really. You wouldn't expect it, if you get what I mean.
It would be a. It will be the opposite of HIV. Whatever you get from.
He is the owner of your. You are an admin in his league. I wouldn't say anything too bad.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
he said reaction to your
my pain. I still can't believe that. I would have been the first ever Brit. No, sorry, not Brit. First ever Englishman to win an ERO F1 race, and a puncture happens.
The world just knew it shouldn't be you.
Mate, honestly, right? I'm so mad because I haven't even gotten. Well, it was the second time that season it got robbed of it, wasn't it?
The world was like, nah, this bread guy deserves it more. It
was the second time that season I was robbed of it. I reckon if Russia had gone a bit better, we would have had a really fun fight because we never get to fight. But we were in prime position to actually have a decent fight that race. He's outside the points. Yeah.
No, I just said that because Coatsy overtook him and then he nearly went into the back of him.
Oh dear.
I saw a horrific thing. If ABS was not allowed, that would have been a horrific crash.
Oh, ABS. We sure do love ABS users.
Well, everyone in this team.
I know. I know.
Surprise, is he gonna dive it? No. Oh my god! I said no and then realised that you let go of the brake.
You know, Coutinho, right? You'd imagine that being the owner of this league, he'd encourage.
Oh my god, please. Nearly killed him. Yep, what you said?
You'd imagine that Coutinho would be the kind of person to encourage clean and fair racing. Instead, he's in the comments going, imagine if there's a safety car now.
BG goes off track. This is actually
They so did Caprice. Caprice followed him. Yeah, Stevie.
They're literally pushing Maverick round.
Yeah, well, Maverick's catching up to Rasta too, so this could be interesting. Very interesting at the end.
Oh, he's going for it. Stevie's going for it.
I would. Mate, I love overtaking at this corner.
So does Kimi Raikkonen, he did it. He drifted to do it.
Yeah, and actually in front we have Rasta. Oh, I thought I was making a move. No, that's literally just a back marker that's in his way.
Oh, Maverick's gone very deep and Baker's. That was opportunistic and a half.
Wow, he got away with it this time, but oh, you gotta say, like half the time that's ending bad, and half the time it's not. He's quite lucky. Because it's very easy to hit that curb and get oversteer or something. Like, I'm not even saying that.
Yellows?
Yeah, it's Caprice at turn 1. Ah, Caprice.
Actually, he might have had a moment with DG.
Speaking of the, Hayden's in the pits. He's going for fastest lap. In fact, looking at the gap he has to P10, I understand why now. But yeah, he's good chance at fastest lap here for Hayden, so he can pick up another point. This will be good to see. And you got to imagine Alfie with 15 seconds here in the lead. Oh, I see that! He's off the track! He's hit a wall!
Wait, what's happened?
Alfie's hit a wall and he's got damage!
He's got damage!
Oh no! Oh no! I just cursed him! I fully just cursed him! Oh no!
He can't turn, he's using overtake, he's so desperate!
Oh no! What just happened? He just lost 4 seconds to... Oh
yeah, but,
no!
4 of those seconds were because of the incident. 11 seconds coming into turn 4, and 10 coming out of it, he just lost another second.
Oh no!
This is going to be close.
No, we've got 2 laps left. He won't win this.
You have to remember, always Rick has 3 second time penalty.
Oh yeah.
No, he's not going to win. He's not going to win. He's definitely not going to win. I don't know what I was on about.
Caprice retires in the pits. Ah. I feel so bad. Coutinho just going XD. Very supportive owner there. He pits. Alfie pits.
Oh, I'd have continued.
Yeah, me too. Just 2 more laps of pain. Where's he gonna come out?
All the way, like
he's at 8th. 8th. I think about 8th.
I feel yeah, about maybe 7th actually.
It'll be close. Oh, Alfie. That just hurts.
Now always Rick is gonna easily win this race.
Top 10 leaders that crashed on their own. Well, I don't think that's... Coutinho, I don't think you're helping.
I don't want that video being made.
I do.
No, he just got another 3 seconds down penalty. Always Rick has 9 seconds.
Oh, Alfie, you should have stayed out.
He should have stayed out.
Yeah, Because he'd have lost
didn't have a
about.
single penalty.
He'd probably lose about 6 seconds lap, right? So he'd probably be. Yeah, I think he would have still won.
Hennep's gaining time on always Rick.
No way. Hennep, do it! Go on, lads!
Oh my, Hennep only has 3 seconds, right? He does!
Mate, he's got 1.8 seconds to close in a lap.
He doesn't have the DRS advantage, but I don't care. I'm gonna... No, I'm getting Singapore F2 vibes.
Oh, don't even talk to me about Singapore F2. I was literally 20 seconds in the lead and disconnected.
No, I mean this season.
Oh, okay.
When,
I was gonna say.
Yeah, when there was the penalty and Sniper was trying to get the gap into
Oh yeah.
close,
Although you're talking about that, Hennep has literally 0% ERS.
Yeah, but you know. Okay, no, he's actually losing. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think. I think. I'm not sure we can hype this one up too much.
No.
In fact, Aldino is probably more likely to do it, considering he's actually pretty close here to Hennep. Imagine Aldino wins this race. What scenes would that be?
Imagine if one of these guys didn't have a penalty.
Mate, that would just
ruin this.
That Codemasters fix the penalty system for track limits. You're ruining all of our league races. Well, actually, they've made some pretty exciting moments, but I feel like a lot of those would have happened anyway.
Hold on! Where's Baker gonna finish? Look at the delta!
Oh no.
Roster's gonna get P3, but what's Baker gonna get?
P2, I would imagine.
No, I would imagine P3, he's not gonna get P2. He might get P3, it depends on how much he closes in this final corner. He's gonna be so close!
Restavero second, oh, P4 for Baker. 4 tenths. He was literally half a second off a P2 there. Oh,
the guy that the runner you can see ahead of him finished P2.
Yeah, I know. Oh wow. That is a bit unfortunate, and what is super unfortunate is the fact that Alfie finished 7th.
Oh no.
Maverick coming home in 8th. 9th is going to be Hayden. Well, yeah, I'd imagine it would be, looking at the gap to Coatsy. Gerald Pringles is going to be the last man to finish on the lead lap. In P11. We have 14 finishes. I think that's more than we usually get in F3. So... No, Coutinho said that number 1 for his top 10 leaders that crash on their own would be Jesper at 1.
I thought there was going to be a bread at Canada moment coming.
Oh yeah, that would be that'd be a solid number 4, I think.
Number 3 is bread. Number 2 is bread.
Do we include your social race crash under the safety car?
No.
I think we do. And there it is.
And Hungary in season 3 spun.
Bahrain in season 3.
Yeah, but that wasn't my fault.
It's still funny though. Coutinho's going crazy because a Polish man finished 2nd.
I mean, you could have done it in Japan if you were better at time management.
No.
No, not you, Coutinho.
Oh dear.
Remember he got a puncture?
Yeah, I remember. So your winner today is always Rick, despite his 9 seconds of penalty, and P2 is Rasta. What a name. P3 Hennep, and P4 is Bakker. There's a lot of Dutch people here.
Wow, he's old!
What?
Look at his age. Look at when he was born.
Oh. When was Aldino born then? Followed by Stevie, Alfie, Maverick, Hayden and Coatsy. Hayden, our favourite Maltese driver. Gerald Pringles, Jordan, Kavak and DG finishing lapped, with Caprice somehow still classified, even though he was 4 laps down. Not really sure how that one works. And the non-finishers were, of course, people that don't really matter because they didn't finish. To be honest, just gonna be brutally honest there. But I guess Panda deserves a shout out because I like his name. But yeah, do they normally do podium interviews in F5?
I don't know.
Should we do a podium interview in F5?
I can't really be bothered.
This is what you get when you get called in last minute to do commentary. We're gonna go into the chat. It's gonna be shouting at us like, "Why aren't we invited to the press conference?" Let's have a look. See what's going on in the F5 chat. Oh, always Rick asking all the important questions. What happened to you, Alfie? You were 15 seconds in front of me. I don't think that's the reminder he needs. Oh, his controller broke!
Oh no.
Oh dear, Rasta actually broke his... He was one of those people that broke his front wing at lap 1. He started near the back, didn't he, Rasta? That's a crazy race.
I cannot remember.
Hold on, I need to fact check this. Oh my god, YouTube, you literally load so slow, come on. Ah, no, I think he started 8th, I think. 8th or 9th. It's still a good performance up into P2. Yeah, he started 8th, however by the end of lap 1, he wasn't still 8th. He was 10th, but he had pitted onto the hard tyre. So yeah, that's a good performance. Definitely a good race there from Rasta to finish 2nd. JL Pringles complaining about 5 seconds at the start. He had to sit in pits. You cannot get that revoked. No. I'm just going to respond to him because Miyake seems to ignore him. Okay, no one looks like they're dying to have a press interview, if I'm being honest.
There was a huge argument in the JBL event chat thing about the car choices. No, I'm talking about car choices. Well, there wasn't a huge argument, it was just kind of funny, because we didn't know we were picking cars again. And so when FRL was like, yes, we can finally have the Alfa Romeo, and then there was a disagreement and stuff, and then Housen was like, alright, at 7 PM tomorrow you can everyone chooses their cars, and that is the cars they have to stick with. And I actually forgot about it, and then Yuppie goes JVL, Racing Point and Mercedes, so I just go in and go FRO, Alfa Romeo and Williams, and then put the smirk.
I don't get why you would change cars. It's way easier for a viewer to see the same guys in the same cars.
But I thought it would be quite interesting if, like, everyone had to choose a car, and you had to choose different cars every race.
Oh, kind of like the was it Road to Glory or whatever it is they used to do? You know, they different.
I thought that would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd definitely be interesting. But I think for viewers' sake, because you don't quite have that level of interaction with your viewers in this kind of style.
Yeah.
To explain what's going on like that, especially with, no offense, but the commentators they got going. Yeah, they don't quite stack up to us, do they, Brad?
No, no one does.
No, of course they don't. Imagine trying to stack up to us. Mate, we provide the quality content. In fact, I just want to address this, and I want to address this on stream. But the racing that we saw today has absolutely no connection to the racing that apparently goes on according to everyone in the Discord.
That is actually true. I've heard horrific things about the F5 racing, whereas that was actually really good.
Yeah. Routinho with his useless fact. If you care, you can check the comments, but I don't care enough to read it out. So, yeah, yeah, I enjoyed this actually. It wasn't quite what I it wasn't quite what I expected. There was a bit of strange driving, if that's obvious enough what I mean. But it was entertaining, and it wasn't. I bet we're going to say this. We're going to look into the incidents report. It's going to be flooded with loads of incidents. And we're going to be like, what? But I think if that happens, it does reflect kind of more of an issue with the rules than it does the actual racing. Because from our perspective, the racing itself wasn't even bad. I think that's going to be it. I'm just going to check to see if the F4 stream's still going. So if they are, I'll refer some people over there. See what they're doing in F4. Please load. No, the F4 one's done. It's all finished. So no F4 chat to go and raid. Unfortunately for us. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to remind you to check out the races tomorrow at 4 PM UK time. We have the F3 race, and the F2 race follows it at 6 PM UK time. So make sure you go check those out and give them some love. Me and Bread will most likely be commentating the F3 one, which is 4 PM UK time tomorrow. So if you enjoyed us and our personalities and our commentary,
racism,
no commentary, the chemistry we've got going on as a duo, make sure to check that one out, because you're not going to find it anywhere else, I promise you that much. And the F1 race is taking place on a Sunday at 6 PM UK time, which we're both racing in as teammates, so if you want to come watch that one
and watch a certain FRL Bread win the race, you know.
Oh, big statements here. Big statements. I swear, this is where you get the most unluckily timed safety car. And finish, and you finish second by like the tiniest margin, all because you were on the wrong tyre. I swear down that's what's going to happen. And I'll tell you who it will be that will win. It will be Julian that wins, just to extend that gap at the championship. No, yeah, Routinho wants a 7th winner, so you can't win, you're just not allowed.
You want a 7th? There shouldn't even be 6 winners, mate, so...
There honestly shouldn't. There have been some lucky winners.
There really has.
Yo, Brett, I'll make a deal with you. We'll get a 7th winner in if it's me. Yeah, you can compete too.
Alright, if Julian finishes outside the points.
Well, no, that's how we're gonna win. I'm not gonna beat Julian. Yeah. So I think that's gonna be it from us, and well, at least for today. What, Routinho? You're not supposed to say that. You can't say that.
What did he say?
You and I agree. I'm so sad. That hurts. That actually hurts. Well, come back to check us out tomorrow. That didn't... Whatever. And that's going to be it for our stream here in F5. Not entirely sure if we'll ever do it again. Not really up to us, is it? But Oh, he agrees to me becoming the 7th winner. Okay. Okay, that I can accept. That's allowed. That is good, Watinho. um, so yeah, make sure you come check out the F3 stream tomorrow if you want more. Just trying to think. F2 at Hungary, how that one's going to go down? How much do I want to recommend that race to people? Well, I guess the F3 one will be done anyway, so I'm going to recommend it because the more views, the happier Watinho is, right? So thank you all for coming. I've rambled on and waffled the ending here long enough, so hope you all have a good evening and goodbye.